Hello everybody and welcome back to Rebellious Menstruation. This is kind of a strange video to do, I guess, but everyone's needs and circumstances are different. Often hygiene packs are dependent on if you have access to running water and kitchens and bathrooms. This is not necessarily the most important at every point of the day, as a water bottle will temporarily work to do things like clean your hands. However, access to running water, clean running water, will allow you to wash your hands properly with soap and to hydrate. So this is the kind of thing that I mean when I say it is different depending on your circumstances. I generally have all-day access to a bathroom, and actually the bathroom that I have at my current workplace also has a shower in it. There is also soap, hand sanitizer and filtered water at my workplace, which means at this point the items that I generally have on hand without having to carry them around is actually quite useful. However, you may actually not have that luxury and will or may need to carry soap and water or wet wipes to have the ability to clean up. However, certainly there will always be tailor-made options for your personal circumstances. I rotate several items in my hygiene kit depending on what I'm doing, where I'm going, what I know about my location and the access to the materials at this location, such as the aforementioned running water and bathrooms, and therefore what is accessible within that location. As you can see, I have quite a few items here that are on my general on-the-go item list. So what we have is, this is usually a makeup bag that I have with me that contains kind of essentials, but bear in mind that there are vastly different sizes of makeup bags and general item bags that you can have with you. You can also use a pencil case if needed to actually suit this purpose, again depending on what you're going to need. So in this, of course it's hit the snag straight away as I go to open it. Okay, so we have in here a toothbrush, toothpaste, peppermint oil, that is a hanky and a buff that will cover your face. Also I've got soap, just simple Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. Mouthwash, this one I've had for a couple of years because I just refill it with my mouthwash that I have at home. Salt. I've got pens. I've also got this stain removal stick. And right down the bottom, of course, getting stuck is this knife, because you never know when you'll need a knife for something. FYI, food related, not people related. Bear that in mind. Okay, and then these two, I think these were sold as food pouches, but I tend to find food goes stale in them. So this has 2 cloth pads in them. They are 7 inches and that's for emergency, so they're liners. This one here has a variety of other things in them, such as band-aids. That is a nail file set. Floss, a little mirror. So that just has, and it also has Ural in it. Women will know what this is. So that is kind of a general thing that I will take with me and have with me, because it contains most of the things that I will need across a variety of kind of circumstances before something happens. So, but I don't necessarily need the soap at the moment, because obviously, as I've stated, my workplace has soap. So we're just going to move this one out the way. Okay, so other things that you may consider depending on where you're going is to actually take thongs with you. The only reason I have this plastic bag is I was sent something that was in it, so I repurposed the plastic bag to actually cover my thongs so they can go into my bag. These can be useful if you are stuck having a shower in a place which you may not want to be barefoot in. So as a hygiene item, this is quite useful. Okay, we've gone through having hankies on board. They do come in a myriad of uses, including wetting them and wiping and doing stuff like that. And obviously blow your nose, as do flannels. Having flannels on you will also come in useful for what you're doing, depending on where you're going. Toilet paper will also come in very, very useful for you. You can also unpackage this and put it in a stasher bag. So that's another way to flatten it out, to put them into stasher bags and take that in your bag as well. What also functions is maybe you'll need to take some menstrual items with you depending on what's going on, or if your period is unpredictable, you may need to have items on you that, it just fell down, it's fine, that will be able to, if you have unpredictable periods, taking this type, switching to reusables and taking this type of stuff with you means that you're not going to be left surprised, but also you'll be able to deal with it. Okay, so this, I have gone over these types of things. I do have reviews of this item, but this is a stand to pee device so that will make you, so you don't have to squat down. And this is a ace of spades, so this is actually so you can dig a cat hole if you need to go out you're out somewhere else. By the same function, this is a pee rag. So my brain's not functioning very well today, obviously. So this is a pee rag. So for women, I actually carry one of these in my bag most of the time, because in public bathrooms, most women will know this, there's quite often not any toilet paper, so I take this with me just in general. It's always in my bag, but depending on your circumstances, taking a stand to pee device and a peg to dig yourself a cat hole will also be very, very convenient. In the same kind of vein, a quick dry towel may be useful for you. This is one of those like hiking towels that will dry really, really rapidly. A little bit of deodorant you can take with you, depending on the circumstance. Generally, this is also in my bag that I take with me, is just this deodorant. I generally also have lip balm on me. This is a lip balm that I made. My friend has her own bees, so she gave me some beeswax. This is being mixed with olive oil and essential oils to make a lip balm. That's either peppermint or lavender lip balm. These are face wipes. So depending on whether you've taken a flannel or want something a bit smaller, you can take these face wipes with you to assist with cleaning your face. So these are very, very good to have with you. Earplugs. Earplugs can be essential depending on where you are. Now I have water bottles here This is a 250ml water bottle. It fits in a small bag quite well, but it's obviously not very large. It's also not double walled, but I have this double walled water bottle over here. This is double walled, so I'll keep things hot or cold, and it's also 800ml, 750ml, I think. In failing these, you can also just take a jar with you. This is a repurposed Vegemite jar. They're tooth tablets. This is just a repurposed toothpaste jar that has Panadol and Nurofen in it, and I've put Panadol and Nurofen in it, and it goes in my bag. If the other tablets in there are probiotics. Of course, dental floss, you know, Vicks Vapor Rub, and Lucas Pawpaw ointment. Both of these, this draws out, pawpaw ointment will draw out and cover wounds as well. So that's a good thing to have, to cover your wounds with your band-aids. If you don't want to take a big jar with you, again, this is another repurposed jar, so you can take different jar sizes with you depending on your needs, and it's kind of the same as these little silicone bottles. You can fill these up with soap, or you can fill these up with washing detergent as well, depending on whether you have access to a washing machine or not. Even if you don't have access, you can take that with this type of scrubber bag. So if you have washing detergent and this scrubber bag, you can actually get your clothes clean. So these are the type of things that we look at when we're looking at a hygiene pack. So hopefully this helps you out, and helps you kind of decide what you need to take with you depending on your circumstances and what happens during your daily life. This one here is just also a stackable set of steel containers, which obviously can meet a variety of purposes depending on what you need to make happen. You can also get water bottles that actually go, can go up and down depending on the type of things that you need to do and the amount of available space that you have in your bag, and you know what you're going to be doing with it. So there are a couple of the items that I have that kind of have a place in my rotating hygiene pack. Hopefully this will help you guys out. Also remember that you can also take spare underwear with you, and also some sorry, sometimes these are like flannel cloths as well, and they're pretty these guys are pretty small and fold up pretty quiet. You would have seen them in some of my videos before. As you can see, these are all related hygiene items, or at least under the umbrella, but are actually quite diverse and may contain things that you didn't think of. When I get used to an area in my life, say when I change jobs or integrate new friends and social developments and such things, I have resources to maintain my hygiene, which is of course a priority no matter what is happening on a global scale. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your morning, afternoon or evening depending on where you are in the day, and I will catch up with you all in the next video. Bye everyone.